knocks my socks off, blows my mind, and takes my breath away.
Turn down for what?
Join the movement. SERVEGLAD.
Hi everybody, J Monique here with the SERVEGLAD program. We're still breaking down hospitality, and today we're going to talk about 13 ways to serve glad. What does that mean? To work happy. It means to work happy. How do you do it? So that people know that you are authentic, transparent, and genuine in everything that you do. All right, so here we go. Let's break this down. You gotta own it. You gotta own your glad. When you own your glad, it becomes a hospitality experience for your guest, and they get it. They really believe that you believe in your product or in your service. All right, so here we go. Own your glad. If you're truly happy, guests will know, and if you're not truly happy, they'll know that too. All right, so what did I say? Be authentic, be genuine, and be transparent. If you are not ready, if you're sick, if you're frustrated, if you're angry, customers are going to know that too. All right, so this is about owning your glad. When you hit that floor, as Disney says, you are on stage. What are you going to do when you get there? All right, that's what this is about. All right, so this is based on the Queen of Sheba's experience when she went to visit King Solomon's temple. So we're going to be going through 1 Kings a little bit, starting right about chapter 10. All right, how do we own our glad? How do people who are working own their glad? Well, take a look at this. All right, it says in 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 8, happy are thy men, happy are thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. Here's a guest who observes King Solomon's staff, his team, and she's saying, she's discerning, she's perceiving that these people are truly happy. Why? Because they own their glad. There was something going on in that corporation, something going on in the temple, something going on in that business, something going on in that organization that those people who worked there were happy about, were faithful to, were loyal to. And she discerned that. And that's what she said. Happy are thy men, happy are thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. Own your glad, because if you don't, guests will know. They'll know you mad. They'll know you frustrated. They'll know you're not paying attention to them. They know that you are not intentionally listening to them. They will know. And they don't have to do business with you. They don't have to return. They don't have to come back. All right? Own your glad. All right. And so the next one. Own your vision. What do I mean by own your vision? Show guests the vision. Know what it is. You know, a lot of times when I go out and I train and I ask employees, I ask volunteers, I ask the people that I'm training, what is the vision? Sometimes they have to go and reach for something and read it. Why? Because they've not personally owned it themselves. A lot of times people think that the vision is for the person that God gave it to. No, that person can't do that vision by themselves. That vision takes everybody, a team, effort, people, and a lot of them sometimes. So own your vision. How can you do that? One of the ways you can do that is to take that vision and find yourself in it. Create a subvision for yourself. All right, so whatever that vision says, take out what you do in that organization, specifically your job, your duties, your function, your commitment to that, and write that into that as a subvision and own it. That's how you own the big vision. Now the subvision has to be a part of the big vision, but it's specific to you. That'll change the way that you look at it when you see it in a bulletin, or you see it on the wall, or you see it on a plaque, or you see it on on a paper or in a handbook or wherever. It will change everything. All right, so let's look at 1 Kings chapter 10 verse 1. It says, "And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to prove him with hard questions. A well executed vision will speak. People will know your fame. And what is fame? It is the condition of being known or talked about by many, many people, especially giving an account of notable achievements." Okay, so the Queen of Sheba had heard of the fame of this vision that the King Solomon had. This woman was 3 years away from where King Solomon was. But through the marketplace, she'd heard of him. She left her throne because King Solomon and his team owned that vision, and the reputation of the fame of what people heard caused a royal to get up off of her throne and travel for 3 years to see this place that King Solomon had built for the Lord. Own your vision. Because when you own it, then the people that work for you own it. It will spread. The fame of it will spread like wildfire. All right? So there we go. Then I want to say we can own your awesome. All right? If you haven't heard, I did 16 ways to own your hospitality environment and experience. Go and look for that video and add this to your guest experience for how you bring your hospitality message with heart to your organization. Own your awesome. Take their breath away. You can do that with the use of words. You can do that with your body language. You can do that with eye contact. You can do that with the energy level of how you're speaking. I gave 16 different ways that you can enhance your hospitality message, your hospitality experience for guests. Get that video. And I think there's a download that's available. I'll give you the information for how you can do that. Just email me, Monique@ServeGlad.com. Okay, Monique@ServeGlad.com, and get that, because we want you to own your awesome. How do you do that? Take their breath away. Here's 1 King again. 1 Kings chapter 10 verse 5. There was no more spirit left in her. After she had gone in and experienced the place, but also the people. Okay, so we know that companies and organizations are not brick and mortar, right? They are what? People. Us. You, me, us. We are the company. All right? And so then we have to own the experience. All right? All right. So when the Queen of Sheba arrived at King Solomon's temple, Scripture tells us that it took her breath away. The fame was the attraction that led to an awesome experience for the queen that did not disappoint. Right? She went to see for herself. The scripture goes on to say, "Howbeit I believed not the words until I came, and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, the half was not told to me. Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame of which I heard." Her response lets us know that the experience exceeded her expectation. All right, that's what we want people to say when they come to visit our businesses, when they come to visit our organizations, when they come to visit our churches, when they come to visit our homes, when we gather in different places. We want them to say that it took their breath away. We want them to say that the quality of the engagement that they had with us took their breath away. All right, so that's what I mean when I say own your awesome. Bring it. Come with it. Come with your awesome, expecting to give it away, expecting to share it. You're going to get some, but come expecting to give your awesome away. All right, and then we want to own our oneness. All right, what does that mean? It means let people see your bond. If you're an organization, if you're a company, let them see that you work together. Let them see that there's unity in the structure of your company. Let them see that managers and employees work well together. Let them see that the parking attendants don't throw the greeters under the bus. Let them see that the greeters don't throw the pastor under the bus. Let them see your bond, that you are unified, that you work together. And here's what we can say about that one from the same book, 1 Kings chapter 10, 4-5. It says, "And when the queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom and the house that he built for the Lord, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and their cupbearers, and his ascent from which he went up unto the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit left in her." What she's saying here, or what the word is saying here, is that after she had seen it all, she knew that they were together. And it made for a glorious experience for her. All right? And it added to her awesome. So the awesome and it taking her breath away wasn't just about the place. It was also about the people. So own your bond. Own your oneness. Own your one another. Own your togetherness. Whatever the company's values are, stick to them. Whatever the company's systems, core values are, stick with them. If it's something that you don't like about them, address it before we're on the sales floor, before we're on stage, before we're in the presence of those who could judge the brand or could judge the vision, judge the company, judge the employee. All right? All right, so then own your welcome is the next one. We want to own our welcome. What does that mean? That means that the Queen of Sheba came to visit King Solomon's temple by what she heard. So she packed, she left, and she brought a mighty train with her because of what she heard about what he had built. She hadn't made no guest arrangements. She hadn't called and booked no hotel. Based on what she heard, she knew that she would be welcome there. How about that, right? So own your welcome in your brand, in your quality service, in your guest engagement. Own your welcome. Let people know that they know that they know that they know without a doubt that if they come there, the doors will be open for them. There will be somebody there ready to receive them. Always expect guests. Always be on the lookout for guests. They're coming. All right? Okay, so if we want, we can read some of this. It says, "And she came to Jerusalem with a very great train, and camels that bear spices and very much gold and precious stone. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart." I told you guys, hospitality is a heart thing. This woman wasn't looking for gold and riches and beautiful stuff. She had all of that. She was a royal herself. It says, "And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart." She had some stuff going on. All right? Some stuff in her heart. Some accounts suggest that Solomon sent an invitation to the queen for a visit because he was in the marketplace, she was in the marketplace, they were trading, they had heard of each other. In some books, you hear that he had actually sent her an invitation. That doesn't say that in the Bible, all right? But however she found out, she left, she brought gifts. She had an expectation that what she had heard, that she would be welcomed there when she arrived, all right? What are we going to own next? We're going to own our focus. It's nothing like going to a business or going to an organization and seeing that people know what they are doing. Order is in place. Like clockwork, stuff is happening. It's almost like a domino effect. One knows what the next one is doing and everything. The systems are working. They're performing. They're doing what they were meant to do. Everybody has a good understanding. Everybody knows where the ball is going to be thrown next. Everybody's ready to catch, all right? Everybody is synchronized. and operating as one locomotive. Own your focus. If you get to a place and people ask you for something, if a guest asks you, where's the restroom, or where can I pick up a brochure, or where's my child going to go, which direction, or what, and you don't know, you're backing into what you've already built. You are tearing down a portion of what you've already built. Some of the delight is diminishing, and we don't want to do that. Own your focus. Know the system. Know the processes. Know where things are. Know everything. And if you don't know, rather than say, I don't know, say, I'll get an answer for you. Stay right here or come with me. I'll get an answer with you. Keep that guest engaged. Own your focus. When people know that you have good systems and good programs, they're going to trust you. Good organization, good structure, and that people follow it with ease, they're going to trust you. They're going to want to come back again because they're going to know that there's not going to be any confusion about the experience. It's going to be a seamless process. That's what we're all trying to get to. A seamless process. We want the focus to look effortless, that it doesn't even distract them. So say a guest arrives. She has a child. The person who greets her doesn't know where this child is supposed to go. So then they're fumbling about it, calling somebody, checking here, checking there. Is that woman going to really feel good about leaving her child with you? Probably not. You just cut into your glad factor. You just cut into your hospitality message. You just cut into some of the heart that your organization or that your program can provide to a guest. All right, so own your focus. All right, and then own your difference. You know, McDonald's and Burger King are not trying to be each other. They are totally happy being McDonald's being McDonald's, Burger King being Burger King. They both sell burgers. They sell different kind of burgers. Try to be you, because if you try to get yourself in somebody else's mold, you're going to look like that, and you're going to be branding that and not truly branding who you are. One thing I've learned about competition and businesses that sell the same product, they are not concerned about each other. They actually like being in a position where a customer will come into an area and have more choices. There is a tribe just for you. I guess we could say that. You have your own uniqueness. Wear that. Own that. King Solomon was a king. Queen of Sheba was a queen. They were both royals. They had thrones. They had their own tribes. She came to see something that he had, and he was not intimidated by that. Own your difference. Be your brand. Be your unique self. Nobody's looking for something to look like something else. They want to experience you, your uniqueness, your difference. So own that. All right, and then next, own your offer. What do I mean by that? Let people experience whatever it is that you say, that either you sell as a product, that you provide as a service, or if it's a church, let people experience your God. That is your offer. How do you do that? You take every other distraction out of the way. Right? All right. This is going back to the Queen of Sheba's experience. It says, when she came to Solomon, she spoke with him about all that was in her heart. If what she had heard had been shaky or a little shady, if what she had experienced when she first got there wasn't exactly what she expected, like she said, it exceeded her expectation. Why? As she's having these experiences, 3 years on the road now, it's opening up her heart to where she can now share something. She can share her vulnerability. She can share something that is sacred. She can share now something. You have earned her trust. That's what we want to do. At the end of the day, we want to earn our guests' trust. So own your offer. Own your offer. Let them experience that. Remove every distraction. Own it so much that nothing else matters except that they see what it is that you have for them. Own your offer. Don't block it. Don't put it in the don't put other things in the way of it, in the path of it. Get people to the place that they can experience what it is that you have for them. All right? This is all about owning your glad. What is your glad? Your glad is stepping up to the plate and representing that company and the people in that company, the establishment, and doing what you said that you would do, keeping that promise and letting people experience that promise, and doing it with a good attitude and a want to attitude. Show up and be in it. If you are not going to be all in that company or all in that organization, leave. Go find something else to do. But be all in. That's when you can do something and be glad about it. I tell people, if you are an organization where you are working with volunteers, lead organizations. Lead with that volunteer's talent rather than their skills. If you lead with their skills, it'll soon feel like a job. If you lead with their talents, those talents rarely tire because they're a gift. It's like this. Think of it this way. People can play a piano by ear, and people can play a piano by sheet music. So playing by sheet music is a skill. You have to learn how to do it. Playing the piano with being able to, by ear, as they call it, is a talent. It's a gift. You're born with it. Most of the people that I know that can play by ear, they'll never get tired of playing the piano. The people that are skillful, they enjoy playing the piano, but it's different. It's something that's different about it. So think about this when you're asking someone to volunteer to do something. If you ask them to do it, and it's their skill, but you say, I don't have the sheet music for that, you're gonna do what? You're gonna frustrate them. You're gonna make them upset. You're gonna cause them to be intimidated by something that they enjoy doing because they don't have everything they need to be able to do that. Lead when you're asking people to volunteer. Lead with your gifts and talents. And remember, we manage systems and processes, and we lead people. I'm J. Monique. We're still talking about hospitality here. And I always say, hospitality is more than a handshake and a friendly smile. It is a heart experience with people. And I always say, quality service is the new marketing. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like a download of the Own Your Glad series that we just went through, you can get that by emailing me at monique@serveglad.com. Thank you so much. Own Your Glad.